30 days before invasion, welders forged fire to change the war forever.
Plans whispered possibilities, while conscience asked what such fire would cost.
Logistics came first. Without breath, engineered flame could never speak.
A trigger pressed lightly, and heat redrew boundaries men once trusted.
Numbers offered courage, though his eyes carried questions about mercy.
Machines obeyed gestures, while humans wrestled with the meaning behind obedience.
Even hunger paused, as rumors spread faster than welding sparks.
Every joint promised strength. Every theme threatened catastrophe under pressure.
The roar felt certain, yet certainty trembled inside hardened hearts.
Faces in glass multiplied, each asking who they might become.
Inventories steadied fear, naming parts when feelings refused names.
Leadership meant speaking calm, while imagining every failure in silence.
Chemistry married intent, binding molecules to missions none desired.
He washed the smoke, but not the thoughts it carried.
Safety watched closely, knowing chance crouches above every hurried decision.
Practice shattered theory, turning diagrams into molten, undeniable consequence.
Paper recorded success, while conscience underlined the blanks between words.
Sleep retreated again, chased off by imagined screams and heat.
Maintenance became ritual, absolution bought with sweat and timing.
Orders traveled sealed, because secrecy protects the living from tomorrow.
The sea carried secrets, and men too heavy with them.
Small music lingered, balancing the brutal math, awaiting ashore.
Intelligence mapped darkness, but maps never show what sorrow weighs.
The island breathed smoke, inviting fire to finish old arguments.
Ground felt unstable, like memory before confession finally arrives.
Purpose-focused vision, narrowing mercy to a trembling fingertip.
Steel led cautiously. Flesh followed unwillingly into smothered caverns.
Air already carried fear, even before flame wrote sentences.
Training overruled panic, scripting movements their hearts resisted learning.
Darkness turned liquid. Survival demanded someone become its author.
After roaring certainty, silence returned, carrying unanswerable questions again.
Progress measured meters, while souls retreated miles from themselves.
Care followed cruelty, both necessary, neither truly justifiable.
Success traveled quickly, its weight arrived slower, staying longer.
Some burdens were chosen. Others simply found the strongest shoulders.
Weather softened edges, yet sharpened choices, no less deadly.
Vulnerability flashed sudden, reminding everyone Machines also fear.
Courage looked ordinary, a step forward no one else took.
Victory tasted ash, an aftertaste that clung to everything.
He logged efficiency, then stared through canvas into nowhere.
Terrain swallowed shapes, leaving only responsibilities standing upright.
Laughter returned brittle, breaking at the slightest pressure.
The ocean listened, storing secrets deeper than any bunker.
Rest came guarded, dreams patrolled by uninvited memories. Faith persisted softly, beneath orders spoken much louder.
Patience armored progress, inching possibility forward against stubborn stone.
Strategy simplified complexity, but never erased the price.
Time stretched cruelly, daring someone to shorten it violently.
Clear! Clear! Keep back!
Heat bargained quickly where words could not translate at all. The earth sighed softly, like metal cooling after judgment.
Behind heroism, unsung hands kept miracles strictly on time.
Elsewhere, the other battlefield awaited. Steel versus time, sparks battling, sinking.
Get this done, now! We're running out of time.
Schedules tightened. Failure meant Midway without her. History rewriting itself that night. Deep inside, labor traded breaths for buoyancy, wagering minutes against catastrophe.
Water tested seams, resolve tested men, neither permitted cracks to widen today.
Tools became prayers, each stowed carefully where trembling hands would remember.
Rhythm replaced doubt. Coordination stitched confidence through exhausted, oil-slick hands.
Midway needs us, but time demands the impossible.
Fresh steel gleamed confidently, though memory of holes lingered underneath.
Even jokes became arithmetic, counting rivets, minutes, miracles, and luck.
Motion returned gradually, a heartbeat relearned by wounded steel.
Aviators prepared bravely, counting miles, ordnance, and chances to return.
Departure approached steadily. Doubt stayed ashore, waving like uncertain smoke.
Ceremony steadied nerves, anchoring courage to ritual before departure.
Gratitude moved silently, shared between strangers who saved her life.
Distance shrank purpose. Every mile titled the knot of fate. Knowledge hunted shadows, bending uncertainty into actionable lines on acetate. Sleep stitched minutes together, mending minds that daylight would fray.
Warm cup steadied hands. Courage sometimes tastes like burned coffee.
Man felt colder here, where consequences arrived with waves.
Rhythm meant survival. Any stumble could echo into disaster.
Confidence increased carefully, brushed on with measured, patient strokes.
Midway awaited decisions. Each arrow promised return only conditionally.
Storms complicate tactics, yet conceal movements from searching eyes.
Intelligence stitched whispers together, shaping tomorrow's dangerous path.
Practice carved reflex. Fear found no space between motions.
Preparation rehearsed disaster, so survival could improvise later effectively.
Muscle memory tuned for night, because midnight might demand precision.
Time narrowed brutally. Strategy condensed into sleepless vigilance again.
Eyes became sensors. Trust lived between glass and horizon. Fleet moved as one, each hull borrowing courage from neighbors.
Procedures guarded lives. The smallest habit could spare dozens.
Faith rode alongside talk, both turning burdens into endurance.
Numbers mattered desperately. Miscounts detonated more than metal.
Contact, bearing 040, range 270.
Contact suggested company. The ocean no longer felt spacious. Drills became reality. Familiar motions suddenly heavier with consequence.
Target acquired!
Lines of light rehearsed courage, sketching tomorrow's desperate geometry.
Between storms and steel, determination held, awaiting morning's unforgiving test.
Flight submission things.
Clear the deck! Launch aircraft!
Are those confirmed contacts on sign?
Yes, sir. 3 vessels bearing 045.
They're closing fast. Sound the alarm.
Move! Move! Get those planes secured now! Yes, sir! Right away! Watch the horizon! Control, move! Move! We're taking on water! All hands, secure the deck! Get those fires out now! Damage control party to the flight deck, hurry! We need water over here! Get him out of here, he can't breathe! Use the extinguisher on that section now! We're losing the fight on the lower deck! Connected now. It's too hot, sir. We can't reach it. We have to try. The hangar is burning.
They are advancing faster than anticipated. We need air support on these coordinates now, or we risk losing the carriers. Confirm immediately.
The enemy looked human. Disorienting revelation after months of propaganda.
Words marked victory. Meaning awaited later in quieter rooms.
Celebration erupted publicly. Grief whispered privately afterward. Success bred momentum. Curiosity outrunning conscience once more.
Truth edited politely. Heroism repackaged for headlines and morale.
Shared exhaustion spoke louder than medals pinned afterward.
He grasped inevitability, understanding courage cannot reverse arithmetic.
The cycle resumed. Creation and recovery, indistinguishable under sparks.
Commemoration sanitized pain, yet hearts replayed raw memories beneath.
History collected fragments, omitting smells, screams, second guesses.
Distance offered clarity, but empathy dimmed behind academic language.
Time forgave partially, never completely erasing sounds of flame.
Progress moved on, leaving ghosts filed under obsolete designations.
Visitors stare fascinated, unaware warmth once equaled horror.
Preservation became repentance, each frame a confession saved carefully.
Remembering felt sacred, yet memory never restored what was lost.
Age confessed truths youth denied, regret delivered in calm tone.
He rebuilt history, small enough to handle without trembling.
Simplicity replaced strategy, tranquility earned through unimaginable cost.
Industry sleeps between wars, dreaming of usefulness again someday.
Lessons celebrate invention, seldom mention nightmares accompanying progress.
Images spoke fluently. Silence translated what dialogue could not.
Generations interpret courage differently, balancing honor with hindsight.
Beneath tranquility lies iron testimony. History resting under pressure.
The tide turned once, yet echoes continue circling through every generation.
He rebuilds silence, crafting toys from memories once forged in fire.
Still got the shakes, eh?
Gathered South Asian female survivors exchange glances, speaking more through pauses than words.
Legacy transferred gently, curiosity replacing inherited grief tonight.
It's quiet now. Too quiet. The waves don't scream like the men did. I can still hear them sometimes.
grandfather's ship, it was a ship that wouldn't die. Innocence rephrases pain, shaping loss into lessons about perseverance.
New craftsmen honor old ones, bridging decades through shared precision.
Healing continues endlessly. Maintenance of bodies, echoing maintenance of steel.
Media polished memory, converting chaos to consumable narrative rhythm.
Data outlived storytellers, numbers whispering truth beyond emotion.
The ocean returns everything eventually, even forgiveness in small waves. Reflection holds both pride and guilt, indistinguishable after 70 years.
Routine replaces ceremony. Peace rehearsed daily until it feels natural. Faith outlasted uniforms, translating fear into quiet gratitude. Joy mingles with reverence. Proof survival includes laughter again.
Storytelling repairs memory, shaping coherence from scattered fragments of pain. Technology revives history, simulating ghosts for education, not glory.
Remembrance glows gently, seeking closure across the same old waters. Ritual grants dignity, even when understanding remains incomplete forever.
Age distilled courage into patience, bravery now meaning simple endurance.
Lessons finally ask questions pioneers avoid in their urgency.
History stares back quietly, judging gently but never forgetting faces.
The Pacific remembers all, its silence thick with unfinished prayers. Time reframes sacrifice as heritage, easing grief into gratitude. Immersion educates empathy, technology closing distances history once widened.
Memory became epitaph, succinct and sufficient after a lifetime of noise.
Every sunset echoes gunfire, fading softly into forgiveness.
Nature reclaims everything, indifferent witness to men's determined dreams.
Stories end quietly, leaving echoes shaped like questions we still ask.